Oh, hi. Hi. It's Paladar 88 here, B Money, with my top 7 drug movies on Netflix. First off, we have Party Monster, starring Macaulay Culkin and Seth Green. It's pretty funny because in it they're both drag queens and they put on these crazy ass parties and they're always snorting K. It's a pretty dark comedy actually. You know, there's some murder, some betrayal. And Macaulay Culkin, this is the only movie I've seen of him in adulthood. I haven't seen anything else he's done since he was a child actor, but he's very good in this one. And Seth Green plays a pretty good gay guy. Who'd have thought? I'd have thought. Yeah, yeah, it's kind of an easy one to see. You know, you tell someone Seth Green is a gay guy in a movie. Yeah, I can see that. Next is Gaspar Noé's Enter the Void. Some crazy French shit. Uh, I like Gaspar Noé. I like Irreversible. But his cinematography, it's always at the beginning of the movie. It's always just whoa, and it makes my head hurt. But once you get past that, he usually puts out some pretty good movies. In Enter the Void, we see a character smoke some DMT, which is supposed to be the chemical that your brain releases when you die, and that's why people say they are going into a light or they have visions of hell whenever they have a near-death experience. So he smokes some of that because you can extract it from plants and stuff. And then he gets shot in a club, so he's getting double DMT, and he's like following around the people he knows, flying all over the place, revisiting different moments in his life. It's pretty trippy, pretty crazy. Next we have David Cronenberg's Naked Lunch, released on Criterion. And if you didn't know, most of the Criterion releases are on Netflix. I think they made a deal or something. But yeah, Naked Lunch is a pretty weird one. You have people huffing powder they used to kill bugs, like exterminators, and this one guy just starts losing it. He starts talking to these giant animatronic bugs that are speaking to him, like secret agents and stuff like that. And he goes on this weird journey with his wife. Oh wait, no, he kills his wife. That's right. Never mind. That happens pretty early in the movie, so I didn't just ruin anything. After that, we have Less Than Zero, based on the book by Bret Easton Ellis, the man who wrote American Psycho. And this movie stars Robert Downey Jr., and he's fantastic in it as a drug addict. And it's not very faithful to the book. I'm a big Bret Easton Ellis fan, but it's still a pretty good movie. There's been talks of adapting the sequel, which is called oh damn, what's the sequel? It's not Lunar Park. I don't remember. Look it up. Bret Easton Ellis. But yeah, I'd definitely be excited to see that if they brought back the cast from the first movie. But yeah. Next we have Edge of Sanity, which is kind of a take on the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde story, but with cocaine instead of the magic formula he makes. So pretty much this doctor starts experimenting with cocaine and other amphetamines and just becomes a murderous asshole. Oh, it also stars Anthony Perkins, so that's always something cool. Uh, the sixth one is Someone's Knocking at the Door, or Somebody's Knocking at the Door. I don't remember exactly, but it's a pretty good horror movie. I've been thinking about doing a review for it for quite some time, but yeah, it's these medical students, and of course they have access to the best drugs ever, and they start getting picked off one by one because they listen to this recording of this psychotic couple who apparently raped their victims to death. Which I don't know how a lady rapes someone to death, but well, I didn't until I watched this movie. You find that out pretty graphically in this movie. But yeah, someone's knocking at the door. Very good, very brutal. A lot of crazy visuals in it. Uh, yeah. And that brings us to our last one. Probably my favorite. Jesus' Son, starring Billy Crudup, Jack Black, Dennis Hopper, Dennis Leary. There's a lot of stars in this movie. It's just a really good drug comedy, and it just follows Billy Crudup's character through like a year or two in his life, doing all kinds of drugs and going on these crazy adventures. Of course, my favorite character in that movie is Jack Black. He for a while, him and Billy Crup's character work as orderlies in a hospital, and this guy comes in with a hunting knife sticking out of his eye because his wife walked in on him cheating on her, and they're all wondering what to do. They're calling a brain doctor, neurologist, all kinds of stuff to see how they can safely get this knife out of the guy's eye. And Jack Black just walks up to the counter covered in blood with the knife and he's like, "I got the knife." So yeah, that's my top drug movies for Netflix Instant Stream. Goodbye, and don't do drugs. They're bad for you.